vlogged since last year. This is my favorite January 1st joke. I've been wearing that thing out since I was about 7 years old. I am in my greenhouse, as you can see. Got some fresh sprouts coming up here. Got some lettuce mix and some kale that are in those trays, and a few little things in my tower here that actually, I forgot what some of them are. This one on the top that I showed you, that's holy basil. It's about 60 degrees in here. It's about 40 outside and overcast. So it appears my little heater is working. I think it's keeping it warm enough. I would like to do a little more insulating because I'm starting seeds this week. It's time. Very excited. Now today is January 1st, 2019, the first vlog of 2019. I am one of those people that just loves a fresh start. I just love, you know, a starting line. I love the new year. I do make resolutions in a sense. I try to be realistic about myself, and it's not something that I do lightly. I actually began thinking about my resolutions of what I want to be different, like moving forward in my life at about September, and really just chew on it and dream about it and resolve myself over the course of weeks to like actually be set up for success in those things. So I have a couple of resolutions. I've shared with you guys a little bit about really getting serious on our diet and changing some things about the way that we eat, so that we can really utilize the stuff that we grow. One of our goals of this year is growing, you know, a significant amount of our food, which means we have to change our appetites. So I did not stay up late last night binging bad food. I've actually been cutting that out over the course of the last few weeks. But I have one more resolution that I'm really excited to share with you because I need your help. Look at that muddy brown garden. Not only am I making my plans this week, oh hi Kitten George. Look at that majestic beast. Not only am I making my plans this week about what seeds I'm gonna start, my cool weather stuff, brassicas, lettuces, leafy things, and then making a plan of what roots I'm going to sow. I am also kind of gearing towards making a plan for what's going to be where in the garden, which means that at some point over the next couple weeks, I'm gonna have to get down there, pull out all the dead stuff. Beautiful. You love the camera, don't you? My resolution. So if you don't already know this, I was a photographer before I closed my business and started homeschooling my kids, and we moved out in the country. Kind of all happened simultaneously. Started a farm, and I had a business where I photographed birth and babies. And I, at that time, used to take photos of my kids all the time, just like everyday photos, doing everyday things. But of course they were professional because I was a professional photographer. But since moving out to our farm and just getting busy with all kinds of other things, honestly, I stopped taking photos of my kids all the time. You know, we've done like family pictures, and of course I do YouTube. I've got my phone on me all the time. I mean, there are pictures of my kids, but not like there used to be. Enter this little brown bag. It's kind of a funny story. Kelly Moore is a bag designer. She makes awesome camera bags, and I've actually used Kelly Moore bags for like years, back from whenever I had a photography business. I totally loved Kelly Moore bags. Some of you have even given Jeremiah ample grief about the big orange bag that he's always carrying at any sort of gathering or conference we go to, because he carries my camera bag for me, and it's a big orange Kelly Moore bag. It's where I carry all my YouTube gear. At the end of last year, it's weird to say that now, at the end of 2018, I got chosen to be kind of like a brand rep on Instagram for Kelly Moore, and they sent me this bag, which is super cute, and I absolutely loved it, and I actually was able to like give some input into which one I wanted, and this is the one that I really liked, but it came and it doesn't hold my YouTube gear. It's just too small. And so it just sat on the desk for like weeks, and I walked by it and looked at it, And of course, when I first got it, I immediately put my photography camera in it. I don't shoot videos on this. This is my portrait camera, and I put it in the bag, and I just left it there because I shoot YouTube videos. I carry around a vlog camera every day, and this camera honestly collects dust. And of course, I couldn't get rid of it because it's like, but I could take pictures, but I never do. So I started to think, and the resolution that I've been preparing myself for over the last several weeks is that I'm going to start taking photos of my kids again every day. And the commitment that I'm making is that I'm going to carry this bag everywhere that I go for an entire year with my camera, so that I can get those awesome pictures of everyday things. And that's where you come in. You guys don't let me forget anything that I say that I'm going to do. In fact, it is with fear and trepidation that I'm putting this on YouTube, because I know that you will not let me forget. I'm going to be taking these photos every day, and I'm going to be uploading them to our new Facebook group, Friends of Roots and Refuge. I'll put a link to that down below. I just started it, and that's where I'm gonna share these photos. I'm just gonna essentially make this photo album available to you. So I'll be putting the first upload up today of photos from like this morning. My kids have like an epic fort in the living room, and just over the last couple of days I've been shooting here and there. And I don't know that I'm gonna upload them every day, because I don't know, you know, with my internet that might be weird, but at least every few days I'm gonna be posting these everyday photos on that group resolution. I'll also put a link to Kelly Moore down below if you want to check out her stuff, but get familiar with this bag because you're probably going to be seeing a lot of it. One of our traditions for New Year's is to eat black-eyed peas and collard greens. I don't know if that's a Southern thing. I know it has some like roots in some sort of superstition that I think black-eyed peas stand for prosperity or something. I don't know what it is. My mom always made it, so I always make it. Just one of those things. Oh my gosh, this mud. But look at those pretty collard greens. Everything else is fairly brown, but I've got beautiful collard greens. They have not been fazed by the weather at all. So I'm going to pick all of these outside ones. Now collard greens can get way bigger than this since these have been growing through the cold weather. They haven't been killed by the frost, but there just hasn't been enough light for them to grow very fast. As you can see, I just took the outer leaves on all of those plants. Probably could have harvested a little bit more and they'd have still been fine, but essentially I want to leave enough that they can still photosynthesize, because I'll still be able to harvest off those quite a lot. They'll start growing faster now that we've passed the solstice and there's more light every day. If my cabbages were a little further along, I would probably go ahead and harvest them, cook some cabbage for New Year's Day too, but they're still pretty teeny. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some broccoli while I'm out here. I've got several heads of it. Here are some more, and that's just for me to eat with my lunch. I think the thing that I get most excited about at the Fresh New Year is that we're now like coming up on the season of the new garden. And it's like, it's not too early to plan. It's time to plan. It's time to start seeds. It's time to make a layout. It's time to clean up and amend the soil. At least for us, I'm in 7A, and you know, within the next few months, we'll definitely be putting in the full summer garden. That is very, very exciting. I'm gonna go inside and saute some onions and probably dice up some peppers, throw some garlic in it, and slow cook these collard greens, eat them with some pepper sauce. I've got black-eyed peas on the stove already that I got from a local guy's garden that sells dried beans by the pound, since my beans didn't do so well last year. So we will part ways for now, but I do hope and pray that 2019 is your best year yet. I bless you. Until next time.